Labour Party in Nigeria is facing a leadership crisis following a Supreme Court ruling on April 4, 2025, which nullified Julius Abure's position as national chairman. Lamidi Apapa, claiming to be the most senior deputy national chairman, declared himself acting national chairman on April 9, citing the court's decision and the party's constitution. The Supreme Court stated that party leadership disputes are internal matters outside judicial jurisdiction and noted that Abure's tenure had expired. In response to Abure's removal, the Labour Party's National Executive Committee, INEC, had earlier formed a 29-member caretaker committee led by Esther Nenadi Usman, a move supported by Peter Obi and Abia State Governor Alex Oti. However, the Abure-led faction, through National Publicity Secretary Obiora Ifo, insists the Supreme Court certified true copy CTC does not recognize Usman's committee or declared Abure's leadership invalid. Ifo emphasized that Abure's leadership, elected in March 2024 for a 4-year term, remains intact, dismissing Apapa's claim and other factional moves as unconstitutional. The dispute has left 3 claimants, Apapa, Abure, and Usman's committee, vying for control, with all sides seeking recognition from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, after receiving the Supreme Court's judgment from Oti's delegation. INEC, led by acting chairman Sam Olumekum, reiterated its commitment to neutrality and is expected to make a decision after reviewing the ruling. The ongoing tussle risks further factionalism within the Labour Party. Well, I don't know what's really, with the Labour Party and all of that. I mean, in the past few weeks, it's been back and forth, between the Abure faction as well as the Nenadi Usman, and now is the Apapa. So all of them are seeking recognition from INEC. Let me get your take as regards to this.
Judgment should not be logical. Sorry, judgment in judgment should not be logical. But it's like some judgment will throw people into confusion.
Now the question is, how is this particular judgment logical at this point?
There's no, like you just read. The judgment has not said you are.
All right.
Or you are not. You don't throw it open. I don't know what everybody is claiming. I don't know what they went to the Supreme Court to do. I don't know. But frankly, Labour Party should be a party that should be thinking on how to strengthen their frontiers. Not about infighting, but this infighting, for me, is unnecessary. In the east of Nigeria politics, this is the first time that Labour won a state. Olusegun Mimiko of Ondo State was in PDP before this of ticket. He moved to Labour to win. But in the east of election, Abia has been for PDP, and this Oti was not a governor before. So he became a governor on a platform, on a virgin platform of Labour Party.
All right.
Not joining any party to become governor before he moved to Labour.
All right.
So I think that this is the time for them to streamline things in Labour, not to fight themselves, because as it is now, mind you, some lawmakers at the federal, at the National Assembly are moving to APC. It's not winning the mind of opposition to join them. They are killing the party. So even before the so-called 2027 will come, Labour Party will die. And so for me, this is not easy development in Labour Party. Labour, for now, if there's any party that should sit down and mend their faces and reconcile themselves and woo people to join them, should be Labour Party that doesn't have spread. Despite the vote cast for Peter Obi, so that is the thought by virtue also he got more than 6 million, is a plus to Labour.
All right.
So I feel that it is laughable that Labour Party members or leaders are now using their hands to destroy themselves.
All right, Mr. Frank, who would you lay those blames on? Could it be on the INEC or the Supreme Court's judgment?
The judgment is logic. There's no clarity. Sorry, I was told that when lawyers go to law school,
all right,
as the company say, go to the world of fools. That's what I was told. I have not been there. Go to the wall of fools. So you can see the judgment. Judgment should say, look, if this is not done, this should take place. That's not what happened in the Bible. The first test of the wisdom of King Solomon.
Well, since that has...
So we need our judges should not also just give us a kind of judgment that you don't know the tail, you don't know the head.
All right.
That's what is happening to labor.
Okay, so with this development now, Apapa has come out to say, okay, I'm the one for this position. So
and
would you say that is legal or not?
It's not that I'm saying that, because they are clearing the law. The Abure, as of Monday or the Wednesday, I saw him in holding meetings too.
Yes.
I saw him, I monitored from where I was. It was in Abuja, he was holding meeting. But it's not a good development. My worry is that judgment in this country should not be faceless. Sorry, it's like judgment becoming faceless in Nigeria. Judges or justice or whatever should stand the test of time and say, this is it, and you pay for it.
So now,
as it is that the judgment for me, I have not read it. Okay. But if all of them are laying claim, they are also citing what? The judgment.
All right, Frank. INEC
like there's no somewhere, chieftaincy, Frank, and this and that.
Okay, INEC has been brought into this now.
INEC will not become the judge.
What do you think INEC would do in this regard? I mean, what do you think it will be the INEC's role? In this
what
regard?
INEC is going to do now, let me tell you as you ask me this question, by the grace of God. INEC is going to now be an analyst. That is it. To now analyze the judgment.
All right.
Which doesn't call for analysis.
I'm trying to see how that is.
No, that's what he's going to do.
Okay.
INEC is going to critically analyze the judgment and see who it will favor. But it's unfortunate, and that's why the side of Obi and Oti, they are going to where? They are going to INEC. But it's unfortunate. You can see the game they're playing out.
A lot of people were also watching Nanadi Usman, being that she...
I have also seen it.
All right.
So now we see...
In this regard,
oh my God.
Who do you think? You are a political analyst,
yes,
right? So the question is, I mean, with all of this playing out, what do you think might be the end, from part of this?
Well, if you ask me, but the judgment given by Supreme Court about 1 week ago is that it's not giving peace, the long-awaited peace to resolve this lingering leadership tussle.
And this might likely continue. Is that what you mean? So
they should go back to Supreme Court for a review. Let them tell us who is actually.
But the fact is that they've gotten the CTC again. What would you make of that?
They can see as it is now. Everyone is laying claim. Abure is laying claim. Lamida Papa is laying claim. So now, is it the Madu Sambo, whatever? Is also laying. Claiming, is also laying claim from the same judgment. So this judgment is like has so many perspectives. There are what we call in art perspective principle. The way you see it, you take it. The way I see it, I take it. So from the angle you are seeing, you are correct, because that the judgment in a way is not straightforward. What stops the Supreme Court from saying you party A? In this case, you are the authentic, so to say in politics, authentic chairman of a Labour Party. But as it is now, they are rigmaroling, not knowing who is the actual, and that's why the side of Oti, they have moved to what? INEC. It will also be foolhardy that INEC will now decide who is now the chairmanship or the chairman of Labour Party. When a judgment has been passed, the pronouncement by the judge or from the court should be the yardstick to decide who is the chairman of Labour Party. Not going to INEC. INEC is the umpire to conduct election. I don't know what is there in this country. Our judgment should not have so many perspective principles where we say from the distance I stay is my own. And you will also say, from the distance I am watching is my judgment. It's a pity. Judgment from the court should give us clear-cut way of resolving issues in our political party. Sometimes they say, this is the judgment will say it's a party internal matter.
You know, it's quite disturbing that.
So now they're going to INEC.
It's quite disturbing that Labour Party emerged so big in 2020.
Yeah, I'm saying, that's it.
They did so well to the point that they had governors, just like you said.
That's it for the first time.
And now it's turning out to be this way. Again,
I won't go to the issue of accusing any opposition.
All right. So a lot of people will be saying, okay, this has external factors in it, considering 2027
I agree.
around the corner.
I agree.
All right.
But is it only in this country that anytime we want to do election, the rat in the house will now go and bring the rat outside to fight the party? Sorry. We don't want to consider our politics. But the way politics is in play is also what is happening to our democracy. The party does not have a footing to stand because of the way politicians. Are you aware that even, let me tell you something, American politics, do you know American politics is not too different from Nigerian politics? Are you aware? But when you go into that place, when you form a government, the law of the land will guide you. You are no longer operating as it's my party. The government, the law of the land will guide you. You can see what happened in US just about 3-4 days ago. People protested. But yeah, can you protest freely? Even when I say, oh, we are a democratic nation, we believe in politics, we believe in democracy, we do whatever we like and set aside the law.
All right.
But politics is like not guided. Even in America, it's about power grabbing.
Okay.
But when you enter there, yes, I use that word. Yes, Trump has to see. I was during the COVID. You know, Obama actually fought against Donald Trump very well. One of the tools they use in fighting against Donald Trump is COVID. I monitor Obama.
Well, that's allegedly.
No, I said, I know what I'm saying. I said, I'm quoting. I monitored Obama, who is also a staunch Democrat, campaigning for Joe Biden.
All right.
That look, COVID. He was shouting in a campaign that Trump was unable to handle COVID.
Okay.
His politics down, but my concern is that when you enter this, when you occupy this space, the law of the land will guide you.
So
but here in this country, you are bigger than the law.
Okay.
That's the problem.
So you are trying to say that now the law is not guiding the Labour Party. Is that what you mean?
No, but I can tell the law.
All right.
Like you said, for Labour Party to come big, for the first time in the history of Nigeria, to come big, or let's say big, to come big, they will make themselves bigger.
All right.
Come 2027 to win more states. As it is now, they are reducing their tentacle. They are reducing their integrity. They are also reducing their space. So instead of them to win, to have more frontiers, they are fighting, they are engaging in fighting, scuttling their opportunities to even woo people to come and join them.
All right.
So that's the story.
Okay. Well.